When I was really little, I got taken from my mom. I was pretty much the parent of the house, so I was taking care of the kids, and when she wasn't doing that, she was probably beating one of us up.
My mom had a boyfriend. He'd come home drunk and start yelling and hitting my mom.
I've been taught that the first 5 years of a child's life is what helps a child develop into what they will be as an adult. And the first 5 years of my kid's life have not been good years. What Family Children's Center does is they rescue children.
What we try to do is provide a broad range of services to strengthen families and promote individual well-being. Those services might be directed at children, at adults, at families.
We were poor. My mom at that time had 6 of us. She worked constantly. We didn't really have family time. I missed my mom. My dad wasn't around, and I didn't like that, and so it was tough. I turned 21 when I was pregnant with Joey. That was the biggest change of my life. I was kind of overwhelmed at the thought of it. I wanted me and Joe both to be a part of his life. I didn't want to be a torn-up family, and I wanted to give him every piece of affection that I can actually give him, because I don't feel as a child that I got all that.
Healthy Families is not just a program that somebody dreamed up. It's based on research. We know what works with families, and we know what works financially to prevent the need for other services later on.
I think it's great. I think it's great actually that people can just come into your house not knowing you and just be your friend and talk to you and give you helpful advice. She's very, very creative when it comes to little games that we play with him, or rules, or different techniques to do timeouts or punishments or potty training, or trying to get him to hold his cup or bottle or whatever it was. I never would have known any of that. It just changes the way you look at your kids a little bit, or it changes the way you look at situations, is what it does. You have an apple! He really likes it when Jen comes over. He gets all excited and he smiles at her, and he likes to be a part of our conversations and sits up at the table with us.
It begins right at the birth of a child. We identify high-risk families right at that moment and begin providing support services to connect them with existing resources in the communities. When that happens, you virtually eliminate the likelihood that that family, that mom is going to abuse her child. It's a lot cheaper to prevent the need for services than to pay for expensive intervention services later on.
I didn't think I could be a good parent. I didn't think that I could go to school. I didn't think that I could go back to work and juggle all this stuff at one time. And because of the confidence that Healthy Families gives me, I am able to do that stuff.
So I was probably about 7, 8 at the time, and kind of misbehaved, like yell at the teachers. I'd swear and all that stuff. So then it went to stealing cigarettes and stuff to smoke, and then it went to drugs.
When I actually did go to school, I most of the time had fights after either during school or after school, and I never listened to the teacher.
I didn't think about the future because I felt like I wouldn't have one, and I was just there, and I was mad.
It is best to intervene as early as possible to provide services at that moment rather than wait till matters get worse.
Kids that are in treatment foster care, they've been abused, they've been neglected. They didn't ask for the kind of life they started with, and they need help.
When I first came here, I just wanted to be up in my room, and I never wanted to go outside. I just wanted to be alone.
I was so happy that I had a family, that I just wanted to be part of a family.
Being able to rely on someone to be always there.
It takes years and years. It's not a 3-month deal. It takes a long time. Family and Children's Center, it's like a basket. It holds you. And so you don't feel alone.
My mom wasn't always home. She hit me a couple times. The last time that I was with her, we had our last fight, and she grabbed a utensil out of the kitchen and started hitting me with it. I used to get called stupid by my mom's boyfriend. He got sent to jail for one of the fights because it was real bad. My face was really beaten up. When he got out of jail, my mom remarried him. I was 13 when I got taken out of my mom's home. I started doing drugs and yell at teachers and be really disrespectful. So I felt worthless, like I had nothing to live for at all.
Every kid deserves support. Every kid deserves to be loved, to be nurtured, to be financially supported, to be assisted in their goals and their dreams. They need support for the kinds of life skills and the things that will carry them on in terms of living, in terms of housing, in terms of holding a job, in terms of supporting themselves.
When I entered residential, everything was like a schedule. That helped me a lot. I went to Compass, which is like an alternative school, and I worked my way to start in public schools. I'm just like every other student there. And when I need something, FCC will be here for me when I need them.
Our communities are at a crossroads. If we provide support to the youth and to the families of our communities, we choose the path that is less expensive for us as taxpayers, and we get our communities on the path to better tomorrows.
We watched young people fail miserably after they left our school, when they had worked so hard to get to where they were, and all of the services and all of the support was lost. And quite frankly, what happens is, as a community, we pay in a different way.
If they make a commitment to a particular goal or a project, Family and Children's Center will make it happen. They're going to follow through, and they will be worthy custodians of other people's money.
The more dollars that can be raised, the Family and Children's Center can just do that much more for those individuals that need it so much.
It's a sound business investment. If you're not doing it just for the need for that child or that mother, it's for our future. It's really for the future of this community.
The Campaign for Better Tomorrows is a campaign that is going to change our communities forever.
I just feel normal. I'm just another kid at school.
I've grown to enjoy being with other people.
I feel good about myself, and Mom helped me with that.
I consider FCC staff and everyone that's here helping me and my family, because they just show that they care.
It's kind of made my thinking and my actions more calm.
I'm at peace. Before I was not.
He shows me that I'm doing a good job. Not my parents, not my family, not Healthy Families, but he tells me, he lets me know that he loves me. So that makes me feel good, and it makes me feel like, he's healthy. I'm glad, because I do feel like a good parent.
When I have so many things going for me. Going to college, I have straight A's. I've got highest honor roll in school.
Forever grateful, and I love them more than anything. And I can mean it when I say I love them.